Now the next tool we're going to consider for solving application problems involves the use of proportions. A proportion is simply two equal ratios, and a ratio is a comparison of two numbers by division, or more simply a fraction. So proportion is simply the equality of two fractions. Now the problem we're asked to solve is this. It tells us that 2 semester hours is equivalent to 3 quarter hours, and if a student with 62 semester hours transfers to a quarter school, the question is how many quarter hours will he be given credit for. So I've simply stated in blue here the information in the problem. We're told that 2 semester hours is equivalent to 3 quarter hours, and 62 semester hours is equivalent to, we don't know, we'll call then X quarter hours. Now the different ways to set up a proportion, but we want to be sure that each fraction on each side of the equation has the same kinds of units in the numerator and denominator. So we're going to set up this proportion with the number of semester hours in the numerator and the number of quarter hours in the denominator. So next we will set up the equation. Now as we set up the proportion, it probably would be a good idea to include the units to be sure that we have the same kinds of units in the same position on each side of the equation. So we can see that we have 2 semester hours is equivalent to 3 quarter hours, which is the left-hand side of the equation. And on the right-hand side, 62 semester hours, notice that's in the numerator, as it was in the numerator on the left-hand side, is equivalent to X quarter hours. So what we can do next is to write the equation without the units. So we then have 2/3 being equal to 62 divided by X. And if we cross multiply, we end up with 2x being equal to 3 times 62, or 2x being equal to 186. And dividing each side by 2, then we can see that x is equal to 93. So what we'll do to finish up then is to express the answer using a sentence. So we state then, to finish up, that 62 semester hours are equivalent to 93 quarter hours. Now for some of you who will be completing your degree at St. Clair and maybe want to transfer to University of Dayton that's on semester hours, you may have to consider the reverse situation. What would be the semester equivalent to the number of quarter hours you have here at St. Clair? So now you know how to do it using a proportion.